but after that, it was a lot of drops when it came to Santonio Holmes. Here he is in the Jets locker room after the game.
He just assessment about it, matchup win.
Got to tip my hat off to those guys, man. He played pretty good, played physical all game, just like I expected, and came out on the short end of the stick this week.
Santonio, you guys really got up to a hot start with that first drive, maybe the second drive. What adjustments did they make against you guys after that?
I honestly can't even tell you what type of adjustments they made. We went out and played just as hard as we could. We'll get in and assess everything once we watch the film tomorrow. The coach will give us a synopsis on how we did and what the things that they do different that we need to correct from when we play these guys again.
Santonio, they're missing two defensive players at the end. Was there any left?
I honestly don't think it even mattered. You know, those guys played physical. Offense kept the drives alive on the ball, and we couldn't get off the field. You know, on third down of the defense, and we didn't do a really good job on converting the third downs on offense. And I think that's where the game was won and lost at.
You have a hard time getting in rhythm a little bit, do you
I have a hard time when doing anything. Today was just one of those days that we didn't convert the plays. We got pass interference calls. We moved the chains. Like I said, everything will be assessed once I get my receiver grade. We'll get the film on Monday.
Sometimes it's frustrating that you guys couldn't build on what you did last week as a whole, as a team.
Nothing's frustrating to us. Nothing at all is frustrating to us. These guys came out and played hard. We got to get in and assess how we did. You know, we can't control what happened today. Today's over with. We're looking forward to next week.
I wouldn't think there was anything they did that you didn't know about or see before. Is that a fair assessment?
We already talked about it. They converted third downs and we didn't.
What led to the struggle on third down for you guys offensively?
Once I look at the film, it'll dictate all of it because I can't pinpoint one thing. I can only play my position as a wide receiver.
How would you grade yourself with your performance today?
Can't do that. You go out and play the game every day. So whatever you do is how you do it. You get graded by the coaches. I think the refs did a pretty good job, man. You know, those guys are on top of things. They listen to us, and you know, we don't grade out with the referees. You know, we play the game, helmets. You know, shoulder pads and shoulder pads, not with referees.
Everybody good?
Brian told me that every game goes to the safety, and no matter what happens, safety is the last line of defense. Do you as a receiver feel that?
I don't play defense, so I can't tell you how he would feel as a defensive player, but as a receiver, my job is to catch the ball and score touchdowns.
Santonio, Stephen was held without a catch today. Will you kind of pull him aside and give him any words of encouragement, you know, as a rookie dealing with this?
Probably not. You know, we'll grade ourselves out in the film and see where we made the mistakes at and just continue building from here on out.
Good.
Santonio Holmes there in the Jets locker room.
Teammate of the year.
Yeah.
There he is. Teammate of the year.
The one thing I have one that said, just ask him about the drops. I mean, listen, if he's going to be standoffish, they threw to you 11 times. You only had 3 catches. There were a number of drops.
Well, the one question he asked was asked that, you know, how did you play today? Oh, I don't know. That's up to the coaches. Well, you don't know how you played? I mean, that's terrible. I mean, you know, if you have that bad of a game, just to come out and just, like, you're punishing the public because you don't want to say you didn't play good, right?
I don't even know what to say. I'm almost sick and tired of listening to him, to be totally honest with you. I mean, as a professional, you're there to answer the questions. I mean, you dropped a lot of balls. Did you play good? When you play bad, you just say, I played bad. You know, it's the second game of the season. It's not like it's the end of the world. Just answer the questions. I mean, your Stephen Hills doesn't get no catches. You're not going to go over and try to pick him up. This is the guy you're going to be counting on to start on the other side of you. And you're not going to go and say, listen, don't worry about that. I'm going to help you on with some things you can do to get better. I'm tired of hearing it.
That's awful. And that's just terrible. What really bothered me, I mean, everyone can talk about Jets West and what Holmes and Sanchez did in Orange County and the OC in the offseason. That's nonsense, okay? Here you are. We always wanted to see what happens in that first bad moment, first bad game, where the chemistry isn't there, when he drops the football and he fizzles. And by the way, Mark Sanchez fizzled post-game too. I mean, everything's past the bump. Ask Coach Sperano. Ask Coach Sperano. You know what? I got a lot of questions for Coach Sperano. Starting with why wasn't Tim Tebow running the Wildcat when Mark Sanchez clearly couldn't play quarterback? I mean, ask Coach Sperano. Enough of that nonsense. I didn't like that from the Jets guys, whether it was Holmes or Sanchez post-game.
They didn't give you anything about their assessment of what they actually did today.
Rex Ryan did a great job post-game tonight. Excellent job. He was honest, humble pie. Holmes, Sanchez, I didn't like that.
And with that said, it is now time for the Jets quote of the game.